More adventures in the snow. Today we find ourselves in Zanesville, Ohio, taking a look at the Colony Square Mall. Although not healthy, it's not quite as dead as other malls we have covered. Come join me for a walk in this one. As a project by General Growth Properties, Colony Square Mall was built in mid to late 1981. The mall hosted original anchors Elder-Beerman, Lazarus, JCPenney, and Sears. Despite being a large mall with an awkward layout, the mall was a hit over the 80s from day one, with one newspaper from 1983 reporting that the mall had much higher sales than expected in 1982, and with volume to go up even higher in 1984. The mall was also host to a number of community events, which included a rabbit show for breeders to compete in, the 180-minute sale, a fashion show for various seasonal outfits, and appearances by local celebrities and mysterious figures, one of which was named Fubar. I wonder how that name came to be. The mall held relatively strong into the 2000s, even attracting a big Kmart as an outparcel in 1990, along with an Aldi in 1991, and then a Lowe's hardware store in 1995. Life seemed good for Zanesville. However, entering the 2000s, Lazarus would close its doors for the last time in 2002. Although sitting vacant for a while, the building would eventually get torn down and replaced by a Cinemark movie theater, which relocated from a nearby shopping center. However, the mall was still quite popular with outparcels, even attracting a Sam's Club on the west side in 2006. The mid to late 2000s would see the decline begin with the mall, with an established Old Navy closing its doors in 2008. But things would really become a problem in 2013, starting with Sears closing its doors for the last time. Dunham Sports, though, would come in to fill the void. But with things starting to slip fast, Rouse Properties, a spin-off of GGP that obtained ownership of the mall, would sell Colony Square off for $31.5 million. A bargain, as you can tell. The new owner, Time Equities, based out of New York, would take over and task Urban Retail Properties with management. Time Equities did attract new tenants, signing leases for TJ Maxx, Shoe Carnival, and Planet Fitness. However, in 2018, the mall would be hit with another blow. Elder-Beerman, a long-standing tenant at the mall, would liquidate all operations in 2018 as their parent company, the Bon-Ton, filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And while 2020 was not a good year by any means for anyone, Colony Square Mall is still going today. While the history may end here, for now, I do have eyewitness testimonies from a local and how they view their Colony Square Mall. In their words, the mall does particularly well with the movie theater and arcade inside the mall, as they offer entertainment and recreation for the people of Zanesville. However, the mall's fatal flaw is management's desire to build, quote, temporary, unquote, walls over vacant storefronts. I believe I know what's going on. They're walling off these vacant spots to try and pump occupancy numbers, so it looks much higher on paper than it is in reality. Although in my humble opinion, this is a bad idea in the long run, and the local believes it will be the downfall of this mall, as not only does that water the mall down into a mere hallway, but also it creates more work for potential tenants who want to come in. In fact, it's possible that the space just ceases to exist altogether on the lease plan. You can't just wall off entire portions of the mall. Anyone paying attention past those ads on the wall will know what you're trying to hide. Overall, I kinda like the Colony Square Mall. It's not the best mall out there, but it just had this sort of comfy vibe to it. It just felt overall pleasant to be inside of, despite all the walls and the lack of sitting areas, since this was still early 2021. If I lived in the area, I might consider hanging out at this mall a fair bit. And on top of the movie theater and arcade, you still have a decent number of stores to go to. TJ Maxx, Joann Fabric and Crafts, Dunham Sports, JCPenney. It is overall a serviceable mall, and that's good enough for me. As we head out, I do want to mention this. Don't just settle for good enough. This mall certainly should look at making itself even better. Since recreational activities seem to be popular, perhaps the owners could look further into that. I've mentioned it before, but I would totally be down to do games of laser tag or Nerf dart fights. I've been starting to see places that offer both of these venues pop up in recent years, and for those of you still worried about the coof, it's fairly easy to maintain distance between other players in those arenas. Just sanitize occasionally and you're good to go. I want to thank you for watching this video, and thanks for having me, Zanesville. And until next time, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the Colony Square Mall farewell and good luck in the storm. Oh, hi, yo.